Most passengers board the ship and immediately make the same critical mistake. They follow the crowd. They wait in lines. They explore aimlessly while the narrow window of opportunity closes around them. By the time they realize what they've missed, it's already too late. The upgrades are gone. The reservations are full. The fixes become impossible. But there's a small group of cruisers who move differently. They know exactly what to do the moment they step on board. And they never cruise the same way twice. Number 9. They skip the buffet and head straight to guest services. Everyone else is rushing to deck 11 for pizza and soft serve. The lines snake around the pool deck. Families pile plates. The chaos builds. And while that's happening, the smart move is unfolding 3 decks below. Guest services is nearly empty during embarkation. No wait, no crowds. This is when you fix the cabin issue you noticed online. This is when you ask about the dining time that didn't get confirmed. This is when you mention the anniversary you noted in your booking and see what happens. The crew is fresh. The system isn't overwhelmed. Problems that would take an hour to resolve on day 3 get handled in 5 minutes right now. You walk away with solutions while everyone else is still looking for napkins. And you haven't even unpacked yet. But fixing problems is only half of it. Number 8. They immediately book spa appointments and shore excursions. The spa on a cruise ship operates on a completely different economy than anything on land. Embarkation day specials exist. Discounted packages get posted. Slots for sea day treatments open up for exactly 1 afternoon before they vanish. If you wait until day 2 to browse the spa menu, you're choosing from leftovers. The same applies to shore excursions. That small group tour you wanted? Gone. The early catamaran sail before the crowds arrive? Booked solid. Popular ports sell out within hours of embarkation. Not days, hours. Smart cruisers know this. They drop their bags in the cabin, pull out their phones, and start locking things in before the ship even leaves port. By dinner, their entire week is secured. Everyone else will be refreshing the app, hoping for cancellations. And while they're booking, they're also checking something most people forget entirely. Number 7. They verify their onboard account is set up correctly. You'd be surprised how many cruisers don't check this until they're 3 drinks deep at the sail-away party and their card gets declined. Wrong credit card linked, expired card on file. Daily spending limit set too low by mistake. It sounds minor until you're standing at the bar with a dozen people behind you and the system won't process your order. Smart cruisers open the app or visit guest services on embarkation day and confirm everything is active and correct. It takes 2 minutes. It saves you from that specific brand of frustration that derails an entire afternoon. You're here to relax. This ensures nothing financial interrupts that. But there's another account setting most passengers don't even know exists. Number 6. They adjust their communication preferences before the networks get clogged. On cruise ship messaging apps and Wi-Fi networks get hammered once everyone settles in. Connectivity slows, messages delay, but on embarkation day, the system is wide open. This is when you set up your internet package if you need one. This is when you add your travel companions to the chat function. This is when you sync your preferences so you're not fighting the system later when you actually need to reach someone. The cruisers who do this early never experience the maddening lag everyone else complains about. They move through their week connected and coordinated, while other families are wandering the ship trying to find each other manually. And being connected matters more than you think when the next move happens. Number 5. They scope out and claim their preferred deck spots early. Not all deck chairs are created equal. The ones near the pool are loud and chaotic. The ones in the wind are unbearable. The ones in full sun are brutal by noon. But there are pockets, quiet corners, shaded zones with ocean views, areas near power outlets, spots that somehow stay calm even on sea days. Smart cruisers find these locations during embarkation while the decks are still empty. They note exactly where they are. They return early the next morning and stake their claim before the towel wars begin. It's not about being aggressive. It's about knowing the geography. Once you identify your zone, every sea day becomes effortless. You're not hunting. You're not settling. You're exactly where you want to be while everyone else is still circling. But the real insider move involves something happening inside the ship, not on deck. Number 4. They eat at the main dining room on embarkation night. Most passengers skip formal dining on day 1. They're tired, they hit the buffet or grab pizza. The main dining room sits half empty. And that's exactly why smart cruisers show up. This is when you meet your serving team for the first time in a relaxed environment. You learn their names, you mention your preferences. You build rapport before the dining room gets slammed later in the week. These small interactions matter. The waiters remember who showed up on embarkation night. They remember who was kind. And that memory translates into better service, better timing, and small extras you'll notice as the cruise progresses. It's not about manipulation. It's about human connection in a service environment. The cruisers who skip this lose a valuable edge. And while you're dining, something else is happening that requires immediate attention. Number 3, they check their muster station assignment and the actual location. Muster drills are mandatory, you know this. But what most passengers don't realize is that the station listed on your card isn't always intuitive to find. Confusing deck layouts, unclear signage, crowds moving in every direction during the actual drill. Smart cruisers take 5 minutes on embarkation day to physically walk to their muster station and see exactly where it is. No stress, no guessing. When the alarm sounds, they move with confidence while everyone else is stopping strangers to ask for directions. It's a tiny move, but it eliminates one of the few genuinely annoying moments every cruise forces on you. Still, there's a move even fewer passengers make that unlocks something most people never experience. Number 2, they ask about cabin upgrades at guest services within the first hour. Upgrades happen, cabins go unsold. Inventory shifts. And there's a brief window on embarkation day when the guest services team knows exactly what's available and has the authority to move people. Not always, not guaranteed, but it happens far more often than passengers realize. The trick is asking early, before the ship sails, before the inventory locks. You're polite, you're flexible. You mention you'd love to move up if anything opens. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes you're in a balcony cabin by dinner. The passengers who wait until day 3 to ask have already missed it. The inventory's frozen, the moment's gone. But even if no upgrade materializes, there's one final move that defines your entire week. Number 1, they walk the entire ship before it gets crowded. This isn't sightseeing, this is reconnaissance. Smart cruisers spend embarkation afternoon methodically exploring every deck, every venue, every corridor. They locate the quiet bars. They find the hidden lounges. They note where the bathrooms are that nobody uses. They identify the elevators that stay empty. They map the ship in their mind. And once you have that map, everything changes. You're not wandering. You're not asking crew members for directions. You're not wasting time. You move through your cruise with the confidence of someone who's been on board for years. While everyone else is still getting lost on day 4, you've been operating like an insider since hour 1. Outro. These 9 moves happen in a window most passengers don't even realize exists. They're not secret. They're not tricks. They're just decisions experienced cruisers make while everyone else is still figuring out where the bathroom is. The difference shows up everywhere. In the cabin you're staying in the reservations you secured, in the ease with which you navigate the entire week. 2 passengers board the same ship on the same day. One moves with intention, one follows the crowd. By the time the ship returns to port, they've had completely different cruises. You decide which one you want to be.